What's good, YouTube? Flash Speaks back for another video. First off, before we get into anything, man, shout out to my Philadelphia Phillies, the best team in the whole NL. There's no doubt about it. Best team in baseball. Got the lead in the NL East. These dudes can't lose, the animals. Trey Turner coming back soon. We got Bryce Harper. Nothing more I can say, man. You know what I mean? World Series this year. For sure. I hope them damn Astros is there. Need to get them dudes up out of here. Owe them something. At any rate, man, this video was about the game between the Chicago Sky and the Wings, and reporting on, in particular, Angel Reese and how she's coming along. Because really, the new emergence of the WNBA is on the back of two players, not just one. You have Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. However, the WNBA, they're just unaware of this for some reason. They're completely unaware, and they're completely just lost in the sauce and not understanding what they actually have in their hands. Now, I've seen some of them speak on, you know, they understand there is a boom coming. There's an interest right now. And listen, I understand them pushing the players that are already proven, that people don't know about, who after watching, they may become interested in. I get that. I'm not opposed to that. But they are tripping. They are absolutely missing out, dropping the ball by not televising the games of the Chicago Sky. Because just like Caitlin Clark has this big new fan base that is coming, so does Angel Reese. Believe me, like people who don't watch the games at all, like one of my kids, don't even know who Caitlin Clark is, but they know who Angel Reese is, for example. One of my daughters. That's the reality. She doesn't even watch sports, okay? And they need to take advantage of that, and they're remiss for not doing so. At any rate, like I said, you come here for the actual game, for actual basketball, for actual sports. I'm not here for the political stuff and all that. That to me is wiggity whack. Anyway, okay. The Chicago Sky, they pull it out. This was a rough one. But what is impressive about it is they were on the road in Dallas. Really sluggish start, you know, and they were able to pull it out. Now, they were able to pull it out really because of their fourth quarter. It was a fourth quarter in which they outscored the Wings by 17 points. That's what does it. And it was 17 points that came as a result of the defensive end of the floor. An end of the floor that people don't really, they want to ignore and act like it's not important. They want to act like it's boring. See, I'm a little different. And maybe I'm a lot different. I see games oftentimes through the defensive end. I feel like the team that plays the better defense actually is the team that wins. A lot of people think the team that plays the better offense wins. You know why they play better offense? Because of, number one, them creating points based off of just their offense. And then oftentimes they create offense from the defense. Both things are done. Typically, that team turns the ball over less. Typically, that team turns the other team over more. See, typically that team gets more transition buckets, which comes as a result of getting stops. Like, to win, you have to get stops. And this is the thing that I think people are missing when it comes to the Fever, the Caitlin Clark's team. Now, Angel Reese herself. How can I put this here? Angel Reese, in my opinion, is a beast. Like, the type of player that she is. The type of player that I actually like. I like her style, right? I look at what you do on the defensive end of the floor. Very sound on defense. Has good defensive awareness. Always tapping at balls. All these types of things. Gifted rebounder, just natural to her. These types of things will bode well. Tonight, she had 9 rebounds. She got into some foul trouble at a certain point in the third quarter, which I think kind of hurt her numbers. She had really probably 4 points in the first half. Now, you see, you can't judge her impact on the game the same way Caitlin's impact is. Caitlin Clark is a ball handler, has an extremely high usage rate, takes a whole bunch of volume shooter, and thus a volume scorer. Angel Reese is dominant with what she does, but for some reason, we're living in this era of basketball that I call low IQ basketball, where the high percentage shots are less emphasized than low percentage shots, right? You got people arguing with me about logo threes. Like I said, Caitlin needs to stop taking logo threes, and they think that's this person comes at me thinking like this is ridiculous. You know, a logo three is a fucking low percentage shot, period. Now, if you're confident you're going to just play it, I guess you think if you play at this crazy pace and you get more possessions, then it makes sense. It evens itself out. I don't see basketball that way. I saw a team in the wing, the Sky, who made a comeback because they had a hell of fourth quarter, but the same team almost lost the game. Because what happens after Angel Reese, in one of the few times when the ball is dumped into her, takes the ball and scores. All right. Then at 3:57, she misses 2 damn free throws, which I'm thinking, you know, what are we doing? She misses 2 damn free throws, and I think this got the lead down to about 4. Then at 3:05, look at this. You have a BS foul call on, I believe her name is Enrique. She plays for the Wings. One of the best players in the game. A game that's actually very similar to Caitlin's game, actually. You know, she scored 35 tonight, the little guard. And then they turn around, and someone on the Sky fouls a three-point shooter. I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? And then this Mabry, who actually has a decent game, who's on the Sky. Mabry right now is probably the best player playing with Reese, I think. I got to watch him a little bit more to get a better feel for it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm new to watching some of these teams, but I'm just judging based off of what I'm watching. Mabry gets into a three-point contest with this girl Enrique. Why? What are you doing? What is Teresa Witherspoon doing? This low IQ basketball annoyed the hell out of me. Like, Angel Reese is there with a defender on her that cannot stop her from scoring. If you can get her the ball within 3 feet, these are the easiest points you're going to get, but instead you're settling for all these jump shots. And these guards are just like not utilizing their big people at all. And I just think that this is going to hurt. If they don't fix that, this is going to hurt this guy. And I'm surprised you don't see, Spoon. I remember Teresa Witherspoon back in the day when the WNBA first started. She played, she was there with Lobo and during the same era as Cooper and Swoops and all of them, And she was a heck of a point guard. I thought she used to pass the ball a little bit too much and ain't try to score enough, but she's a point guard, very high IQ player back then. So now I'm just understanding why is she embracing this new age bullshit low IQ basketball that people are playing now, with full of all these threes, full of all this these players, man. And this is the problem with these players. They forgot the fundamentals, right? There's 5 ways to score in the game of basketball, okay? You can either score on a layup, you can score on a damn mid-range, you can score Free throw line, you can score. Three-pointer, right, you can score. Jump shots, okay? But these people want to score three ways. Like, it's like the James Harden effect. James Harden either is going to shoot a three, either he's going to drive, or he's going to shoot, get to the free throw line. No mid-range, no post-game, none of that. And this is why, like, the difference between him and Michael Jordan, people used to question, is James Harden the greatest scorer ever during that year when he averaged 36 points, and the other year he averaged 34 or 33, right? Is he a better scorer than Michael Jordan? No. How do you know? Because when he gets to the playoffs, he's easy to stop. Why? Because when you have a player that limits his own ways of scoring, who puts a limit on the ways he can score, it's easy to stop. Michael Jordan is going to come in, he's going to post you up and score. You try to do what you can to take that away, he'll kill you from the mid-range. You try to take that away, he can get to the rack on you. You try to take that away, he can hit you from three. Try to take that away, he get to the free throw line. There's 5 different ways, so he's a harder player to guard. But these simple things seem to have gotten lost now, right? Now they've listened to these people, these analytic mathematicians who are telling them that the same percentage, and they're looking at averages of all players, that the percentage of shooting, say, an 18-footer or 15-footer is almost the same as shooting a three, But that's not true. There are certain players who would hit 15-footers all day long, like a Charles Oakley back in the day. No, I don't mean to get into a rant, but what I'm saying is, this is nonsense. The Sky found a way to play, to win, but they could have easily lost this game because of low IQ basketball. It was driving me crazy watching it. And if you utilize Angel Reese, I believe she can average 20 points. Easy. She should be 20 and 10. But with this team, I'm not sure. Now, I'm interested in seeing when Cardoso comes back, are they going to play and dominate in the paint? So I think that would be the best way for them to go. Going with Mabry and the other guard, I believe his name is Evans and Carter. I just don't believe in that, man. I don't believe in it. I think they should be working through Reese, should be working through DeShields, and definitely when Cardoso comes back, that's what they should be working through, man. They should be a team that's playing inside out. The first person to touch that ball right now should be Reese. When Cardoso comes back, she should be the first person to touch the ball down the floor. And then inside out to open up those threes for Mabry, Evans, and the rest of them. I don't know. I wasn't that impressed with the Sky. Just the way they play. I just think that they're not going to, they might lose more than they win. Unless they get that together. But they're probably similar to the Fever in that, they're a young team. They have to get it together. This is a first-year coach in Witherspoon, and you got to give her a shot. But overall, man, I think Reese had a good game. I do. So I'm looking at her on defense. I'm looking at just the presence that she has, the great rebounding, which is natural for her. And then she makes a lot of nice little around-the-rim layups. She's a decent finisher. Why they don't use her more blows my mind. Blows my mind. So anyway, good win for them. Good showing for Reese to me, because what I'm looking for, like I said, is flashes and so on. I just don't know how dominant she could be with this particular team. Now, there are certain things, she does need to add a little face-up game, little jumpers and stuff like that, to really be more like the Candace Parker type. No doubt about it. She does need to add those things, and she's working on it. But I don't understand this idea of not utilizing her at all in the offense until she develops that. No, use her for what she's good at now. They should be dumping that ball into her. And she's a smart enough player to know how to kick it back out. But she makes those plays in the post. I don't understand it. They could have easily lost this game because they're missing all these stupid threes. They're trying to go back and forth with this girl Enrique, and I didn't get it. I really didn't. I didn't get it, man. But anyway, it's been a good day of basketball. Also, shout out to Dallas Mavericks who advanced. Same thing with the Knicks on our Knicks play tomorrow. So Dallas Mavericks is the team that advanced. I would say shout out to the Celtics, but fuck the Celtics. I can't stand them, so I won't do that. But that's pretty much what I got. Peace out.